Hi YouTubers, Inventor Dave here from the west coast of the USA. Welcome to Invention Quest. We've kind of changed up our venue a little bit and changed our location. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be focusing on an array of my concepts from kitchen to storage and organization. One thing I'd like to point out that I haven't in the past 3 videos is we've talked about NDAs, non-disclosures, we've talked about patenting, and basically the first video was just introducing myself to you and letting you get to know me and my content. But what I haven't mentioned is the royalties. And well, I've mentioned the royalty, the range of what you get paid in on an average basis, but I haven't mentioned how much. Well, it depends on what company you're dealing with. I deal with manufacturers. I leave them with all the responsibility and I get lesser royalty, but it's nice to be able to get those checks. Manufacturers either pay on a monthly basis or on a quarterly basis. The majority of them are on a quarterly basis, but it's nice to get those surprise checks is what I call them. And those range anywhere from $500 per check to $5,000. It depends on the sales. So look at that like extra income. Not asking you to go out and quit your job and just start inventing and hopefully that all works out for you. But it's a good side hobby. It's a good extra income. So with that said, let's get into some of my designs. I'm going to start over here with my very first design. Now this is an over-the-door storage hanger. And as you see at the top, I have this hanging in my kitchen because I don't have a door in my kitchen that I can hang this from. But it hangs from a door and it hangs on the inside. There's 2 clips on the top and there's 2 clips on the bottom, and they both have fasteners so it tightens to the door. And it does not interfere with the door opening or closing. Now on the top here I have a zipper compartment, and then below that I have 2 open pouch compartments. And below that I have 2 adjustable straps and a second set of adjustable straps below that. Now this can be used in your laundry room, it can be used in the bedroom, a storage closet, or whatever. So you could be putting linens, towels, wash rags, and so forth, just extra things for guests. Now what the adjustable straps here in the middle and on the lower are for is when I grew up, everybody went camping and had sleeping bags and they always got tossed in the closet or blankets went up on a shelf or whatever. My idea was to make a hanger for sleeping bags, which these are for. They're also great for large blankets, quilts, large throw pillows. This hanging inside here like this from the door allows them to breathe as well. This was my very first idea and came many, many years ago. So let's move on to the next item, which is also a storage unit, but more of a laundry unit. And what this is called is the hang and hide. What this is a unit that mounts against the wall with 2 toggle bolts. Most of you know what those are that have mounted anything in your house. And how this works is it has 2 swing out arms. And then, now you have to picture this mounted against the wall. So these arms, again, just simply swing out. And then there's a bar that pulls out. It's a little easier to do when it's mounted against the wall, but that's it. So you swing out your arms, as mentioned, and then you just pull out your hanger bar. And then what this is for is your coats, your sweaters. You could use this also in your laundry room or your bedroom. Laundry room, great for, you know, when those things that come out of the dryer have to be hung. So it's a convenience that a lot of people have liked. And then when you're done with it, it slides back in, bars pop back in, and it sits flush against the wall. That's called hang and hide. Now let's move on to a kitchen item. This is called double scrubs. And what this is exactly what it looks like. It's a sponge times 2. There's scrubbers on the end. And what this is good for is it cleans 2 surfaces at the same time. So you can go inside of a glass and clean the inside and the outside of a glass at the same time. You can also do it with plates and clean the top and the bottom at the same time. Also great for baby bottles. A lot of moms have got comment on this for baby bottles, all the way down to cookie sheets. So that's called double scrubs. Now this item I've shown you before, but I'm going to show you again. This is my pizza cutter. It's called Slice and Serve, and this is great for pizza or pie or even pizza pie. And it's basically a lightweight cutter with a serrated edge, and you slice your food and then you serve it. So it's easy as that. Why I'm showing you a lot of these things are because I want to let you know how easy it is. Manufacturers pretty much, excuse the expression, but they gobble up invention. They do. They're looking for something new. They hire a bunch of people to sit around in a room that to think up stuff. And it's people like you and I, just your average Joe, that come up with these things because we, for me, working from home, I get to use these things on a regular basis. A lot of moms have brought me a lot of ideas. Now when it came to the Slice and Serve, as I mentioned, I showed you before, but I'll show you again, they all come in multicolor. You know, if the company's going to build one thing, they're going to build several. Just like the double scrubs, they come in multicolor too. So let's move on from there, and let me show you the next thing. Now this is my drinking pitcher. This is pretty awesome. Now, I don't copy people's ideas. What I do is I add to them, and that's what gives it originality. Now, what this is a drinking pitcher. When I take off the top, you're going to see that there's a wand at the bottom and there's a push button at the top. There's a spring mechanism inside here. When you push on the top, it spins it. Now between you and I made this for daiquiris. So we'll just keep that between us. What moms like about it is, I don't know if you can see this or not, but as I push down, it's spinning the contents inside. And what moms like about this is for drinks that separate. What those drinks might be is lemonade, it separates. Iced tea, even chocolate milk. And so what do you have to do? You have to go to your kitchen, you have to take off the top, you have to get a spoon, stir it up, and then you've got a dirty utensil. Here, you just come in, give it a couple spins, and there you go. You're all ready to go. Now, that's the gallon. It also came in the 2-quart. And then the company liked it so much that they decided to make a drink maker. As I mentioned, I made the big one for daiquiris, and this just came up later on. And as you can see, here's a clear shot. So as I spin that, you can see the little spinner turning around in the center. Now what we did to add to this is we put on a label on the exterior 3 different drinks: the Cosmopolitan, the Mai Tai, and the Whiskey Sour. And it tells you how to make the drink, so that's kind of a novel idea. And to finish this concept off, they also did a lot of people who have salad, like oil and vinegar. Same thing, it spins around, this comes with a little pour spout, and the top's easy. You just kind of screws on, screws off. Dishwasher safe, 100% plastic. Let's move on to the next item. This is called the Tilt and Scrub. Now, I didn't create the scrub brush, obviously. It's been out a long time. But believe it or not, at the time, there was not a scrub brush that did this. That's it. So you could do flat surfaces, you could do the inside of a glass at angles and so forth. And they said, Dave, that's a great idea. Can you do any more to it? And I said, well, let's see. And so, forgive me, this is the original. This is the original prototype. The company gave it to me because, for one, being the inventor, I requested it, but they had no use for it. And so, kind of a nice little thing to remind me of where it came from. So this is the finished product. And what I did with this is, again, it rotates up and down. And then I said, okay, we can do something better. So then I made it so you could screw off the bristles. And then I made an attachment. One with the sponge and scrubber, and one with a bristle pad on the end of it. And those simply screw right onto it. So that's called the Tilt and Scrub. Moving on from there, I also mentioned that I did a food wrap container, which came in several colors with magnetic backing so it could go on the side of your refrigerator if you have a metal refrigerator. But it came in actually 5 different colors: red, white, black, yellow, and blue. This item made it to QVC TV twice because they liked it so much. What this was, again, not to sound like a broken record, because like I said, I did show you this once before. It has a window to show you what kind of wrap is in there, so when it's in a drawer, you know which one you're grabbing, you can see the contents. And then on the inside, I have an incorporated blade. So you pull your foil or whatever, right when you close it closes down and it rips off evenly. Now let's move on to the next item here. This is my chip and dip bowl. And this is one of my favorites. I didn't create the bowl, obviously, that's been out a long time. What I created was these. I call them side serves. And what they do is, if you can see here, on the inside of the side serves, there's a clip. It snaps down on the bowl. And what this is good for is, say you're having a nacho. You don't want your sauce in there. You don't want to have to get an extra bowl. So you can have your salsa over here. You can have your guacamole over here, your bean dip or your nacho cheese, and the chips in the center. It's convenient. 100% plastic. And this, as you can see, comes in 3 different colors. Now the last thing I'd like to show you is a similarity to that. Now this is from a different company, because when you have an idea, it depends on the contract you sign, you can keep some of your rights so you can share your idea with another company. Now let me grab the chip and dip bowl. As you see, the dip containers are on the exterior of the bowl. This company took it, and for one, that was 100% plastic. This is ceramic, like glass. And what they did is they took silicone pouches, they put them on the bowl interior. Now there's 3 notches that go around the exterior of the bowl. There's a hole in the pouch. So this basically just slides over the bowl edge, and the whole of the pouch goes onto the bowl stem. This also offers attachments in different colors for different dips. And this bowl itself came in 3 different sizes: small, medium, and large. So that's all I had to show you today. I just wanted to let you guys know everything that I've just shown you here today, I drew with a pencil and paper. I sent it in. There's that theory that goes around that, hey, we'll look at an idea if it's on a napkin. Well, that's very, very true, because I'm not an artist. I've got better over the years, but I've been at it for 20 years. But this is just an array of concepts. I still got a few coming out this next coming year that I'm working on. I'll be sharing those with you later on. But it's just letting you know that go the extra mile. You probably have an idea and you don't know what to do with it. And if you go back to our first 3 videos, there's a little bit of education there and stuff, but I haven't patented anything. And so basically I'm drawing a picture, sending it into a company, and getting paid for it. That's how easy it is. The next video that we'll be showing you, video 5, will get into how to present your items to the companies or to the manufacturers. So we'll talk about that then. But I'd like to give a shout out now to the gentleman behind the scenes that you guys never see, who is William. Thank you, William. And you guys keep on inventing. Like I said, reach out to me. If you like the content we're putting out here, like, subscribe, and hit that share and subscribe button, and tell your friends about us and stuff. We're here to help and stuff. I'm not a millionaire. I'm working on doing that. So again, that's why I said earlier, I don't want you to quit your job and just think that you can just go start making inventions and that's going to take off for you. Because there is a small ratio. Your idea has to have a lot of good factors that I've mentioned in the other videos. So take a look at those and let me know what you think. So thanks for coming on today. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.